Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Computer Central 101. Today we are going to look at how the designs of four major computing platforms have evolved from I guess we could put it at 2012, from 2012 to today. And these four major platforms are Android, iOS, OS X, and Windows 10. So, we're going to look at their introduction design videos, and I'm going to be commenting on them a little bit, and there's going to be narration, and we're going to look at what the modern designs are for these platforms, and that they're all heading to one single direction. So let's start. So we're going to start with Android here, with material design. Now, material design is a system of shadows and patterns and colors that sort of tricks the user into thinking that this is a real material. So Google is showing this by, layering a plus button on top of their apps, and they make more natural animations. As you can see, the swipe up and the calendar and the calculator, and they're all material design, and it's a more colorful move from Google. So this is Google's official video of material design, and you can see they're integrating it into all their services. So that's Google's material design. So next up we have iOS, and on the screen is probably right now the iOS logo, and now we're going to transition into the video. Okay. So now we're playing the video, and this is the iOS 7 trailer, and you can see Apple is sort of giving us a glimpse over of their iOS 7. I know the latest iOS right now is iOS 8 and iOS 9 is in beta, but they've all kept the same design. It's sort of a transparent, glossy look, and it moves away from Apple's old design. So we have a more transparent look, and it looks more modern, more flat, it looks much more modern, definitely, than iOS 6 and previous ones. And they're saying that they considered every bit of detail, such as revising the system font and redesigning all their icons. So you can see that they've invented a grid system for their icons, and they've introduced a whole new color scheme. So you can see all their icons are popping up here. And they say that it comes together to make an OS that flows more naturally. So then they have this kind of layer system. And then we're going to cut the video right now at 2:20. So iOS 7 is based off of layers, while Android is also based off of layers, but they have a different approach. iOS 7 is more of a flat design, and Android is more of a 3D material kind of design. So that's iOS and Android. And now we're going to move into OS X. So we're going to move into OS X now, and this video is exactly 1 minute long, so if we could just play this video here. And now Apple is showing everything flowing into each other, so everything is meticulously designed, and if you just watch, you can see everything has a sort of flow, and everything moves together, which is what they were aiming for in iOS as well. And you can see they're changing the system font here, and all the icons are redesigned exactly like iOS 7. So Apple's trying to combine OS X Yosemite and iOS 7, because OS X Yosemite has the same look and feel as iOS 7. So you can see they're advertising the transparencies here. And they're showing that it all flows naturally, one into another. And that's the notification center. And now they're going to zoom out, and they're going to show the whole Mac. And when they show the whole Mac, you can see that OS X Yosemite is really just a continuation of iOS 7. So that's OS X Yosemite, and now we're going to move into Windows 10. Now there's not an official design video for Windows 10, but I can probably find something close. So now we're going to play the Windows 10 highlights reel from the last video. I know you've seen this already, but now we're going to look at it from a design perspective instead of like what's new. So we're going to go ahead and play that right now. So you can see Microsoft is uniting all these platforms. So there were a lot of platforms for Xbox, phone, big Surface thing, TV, PC, and now they're uniting everything with Windows 10, and that is really their goal. And so you can see that the Windows desktop is back, and that's the main highlight of this operating system. And you can see the start menu has a frosted effect, and so does the Action Center if you watched the last video. And you can see Cortana is there, and Microsoft Edge as well. And they're all designed a lot like Windows Phone. So from Windows 7 to Windows 10, Microsoft has moved the design to be resemblant of Windows Phone. And you can see that Windows 10 is not only a PC operating system, it's a phone operating system, it's an Xbox operating system, and I'm sure Microsoft is going to release a TV operating system. And you can see they showed the phone and the PC together, and it's, if dare I say that, the UI is sort of ported from the phone to the PC. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and cut this at, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna cut this at 1:31 now. So 1 minute and 31 seconds in the video. And so that was Windows 10's design perspective, and you can see that they're trying to reunite all these platforms, all these operating systems. And if you want to hear more on that, watch the last previous video. So that was Windows 10, OS 10, iOS, and Android. So now we're going to go ahead and conclude this video. So that's it for this video on modern design perspectives. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or hit the red subscribe button if you really like my videos. Check out the previous video on Windows 10, showcasing the Windows 10 highlights reel. Check out 2 videos ago on booting Android from your PC. Check out season 1, which is full of great tips and tricks. And the next video is to be decided. So the next video is going to be episode 5, which is probably going to be coming out on so today's Wednesday, so episode 5 is probably going to be coming out on either tomorrow or Friday. That is, you know, still being decided. And then episode 6 will come out over the weekend, and episode 7 will be the season finale, and it's going to come out like early next week. And then season 2 will end. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then please watch the first video in season 2. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time.